sure are.
What site number?
27.
And do you have a state park pass?
No we don't.
All right, it'll be $18.
All right. Is that for the park pass?
Yes, correct.
How much is the annual?
80.
80. We'll just do the 18 for now.
Okay. So you're here.
Uh-huh.
Up to here, you're going to turn right.
Okay.
And then the first real right, not the dump station.
Uh-huh.
Follow it around to 27, and you're all set.
Alrighty, thank you, sir. Hey, what's up, friends, and welcome back to Go on Overland. Guys, in this one, we are in Colorado. We are over at James Robb State Park, just outside of Fruita. I'm showing you guys around our little campsite. So essentially, Fruita is right outside Grand Junction, Colorado. And guys, this is almost our backyard. So if you've been watching for a little bit, you'll know that we live in Colorado. That's where we call home. That's where our cars are licensed and registered. But guys, we live on the road full time, so we don't really live anywhere. I joke with people, whatever state we're in at that time, you know, that we were just in Wyoming and Montana. I was like, well, I guess I'm a Wyoming guy for the next 2 weeks. But at any rate, as we were pulling through, we took kind of a back road from Grand Junction to get here, and I was just taken back by some of the cliffs and just some of the red rocks, and just really beautiful. And it made me think, like, you never even know what's in your own backyard. So I always tell you guys, whether it's 20 minutes down the road, 30, you'll probably find a state park, some BLM land, some national forest. Maybe it's just an awesome zoo, but there's got to be something out there right in your backyard. And you know, we've passed through here countless times. My folks, again, were from Grand Junction, and it's just a little hidden gem. So I'm going to take you guys around the campsite a bit and give you a little view of it. This is one of the fanciest campgrounds I think we've ever stayed in. Check out this whole table structure. So you could basically stand a hurricane under there. You got a little fire pit. Look at this gravel. It's like, this is legit, man. They come through here. I don't think this old coachman, this gal, has probably not parked on anything this nice ever. I mean, that looks like you're in the rich neighborhood there. It's flat as can be. And friends, this is my favorite, a pull through. I just think, you know, something that I learned back in the oil field is your first move should be forward. And what that means is if you have to go because there's a fire, you know, if the rigs catch on fire or something, you gotta start going. And so I just think the flow of these, especially with people that don't know how to drive RVs, that get RVs, I just think that's the coolest thing. Indiana's already found a bunch of stuff. He's sniffing and doing his little dog thing. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come say hi. Say hi to everybody. Guys, would you hit the like button if you want to see more of Indiana? If you guys want to see more of this guy in some of the videos, just hit the like button and you'll see more of that tail wagging. At any rate, friends, I'm going to come around the other side of the camper. We're going to do our thing. We're going to get plugged in because everything's dead. We've been watching some videos, so we got the power stations are dead. I have been kind of using some solar a bit, but you have all your services right here. So we're going to hook in the water, fill up our tank, hook in the electricity. Indiana, come. Get over here. Indy's being bad dog. So we're gonna take care of that. We're definitely gonna get out and do some hiking. We got 2 days here. At any rate, I hope that we get a fire going. I bought some steaks, so I really want to have some steaks on the fire. So we'll get that going. Got a lot of stuff planned for this video, so make sure and hang in there, guys. We're gonna get camp set up and we'll come back with you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, so we found ourselves at dinner time again, and of course, we're cooking inside. Tonight is not gonna be steak night. That's gonna be tomorrow right here on the grill. We'll have some steaks. You can see it's raining a little bit. Of course, we have the Opus doing its thing, charging. But let's talk about this, guys. It's gonna be a one pot wonder. So what do we have here? It's gonna be basically a little bit of a stew. Now, the main ingredient is steak. We've usually just bought it pre-chopped up to be lazy, but this was about the same price as pre-chopped up. Has lots of good fat in there. We're excited about that. Guys, we're gonna be cooking it in bone broth. We've had this for about a year now. Make sure and shake it up. We really like this. It's the same as if you were gonna do like beef broth. Over here, I'm going to cook the meat for a little bit in the skillet with some beef tallow. Then we're gonna go ahead and start this potato, yam or sweet potato, whatever camp you're in. An onion, one little jalapeno, twisted guy, and then some carrots. So we're gonna put all that in here, get it going with, again, with a little bit of the beef tallow. We'll get it cooking up a little bit with the onions and stuff. And then before too long, we'll go ahead and drop in the bone broth. So that's what we got going with there. Over here in this pan is gonna be the meat. We're gonna cook that up a little bit. Everything's going in this pot, guys. Without further ado, let's get to chopping. And here it is, guys. It's been about another hour and we've let this boil down. It is ready to rock and roll. And check out a little surprise that Jolene added tonight. Boom, we got some rolls. So guys, we are about to chow down like none other. What an amazing dinner. I left you guys with all the ingredients, so I really hope that you'll check that out, guys, because we just keep coming back to it. You can add in different broccoli or different vegetables, whatever you want. There's mine. Guys, I'm already on my third bowl. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just gonna cut it to you straight. I'm on my third bowl. I think this stuff's pretty cool because it kind of hydrates you. It got lots of liquids in there and stuff. You know, I won't go into being your dietitian or anything like that, but guys, we're just kicking back, checking out the sunset. Look at that golden hour on the back of the camper. Let me swing around. Check it out. So far, this place does not let down. Guys, just like last week's video, we're in the camper doing a bunch of work. You know, we got a traveling craft fair business. We're doing a bunch of leather and sheaths, hatchets, getting ready for this Overland Expo coming up. Guys, we tend to work a lot. We got to find future shows. We're in the middle of some brand deal stuff, so some stuff might be coming down the pipe. But at any rate, I'm going to chow down on my third bowl, and we'll catch up with you guys in the morning. Well, friends, it's the next morning, and as you can see with my hoodie, it's still raining, it's still cold, but we're getting out a bit. We're gonna go for a walk, see if we can't track down some firewood. We had a bunch of stuff we added to our rig, so we quit carrying the firewood for a little bit. We'll see what we can do about that in the future. At any rate, we're gonna see if we can still cook those steaks out on the fire tonight. We were walking along, wanted to check out what this was, and it turns out it's a bit of a walk-in little campsite. Now, albeit it's only like 10 feet walk-in, but guys, this is another thing that they just do up really nice. Everything's really quaint and clean. Here's Jolene. And check out this little pond situation we got going on over here. Pretty cool stuff. Well, guys, we made our way over to the Colorado River. Check it out. Might I remind you, I wish I was on that river with my kayaks. Checking out the end of this trail, and then we've walked by a couple of the camp hosts, and they had their firewood out getting rained on. So I don't know, we might see if we can get some that's at maybe in the middle that had coverage. We're finding a guy that has some covered. We'll see what happens, but I'm already thinking about that steak for later on tonight. So it's kind of funny that I thought we'd find the end of the trail, because over here on I-70, these trails just go on forever, guys. They have a huge network. You could bike this, specifically e-bike this, all the way to Denver, I suppose. I mean, maybe not that far, but guys, it goes on and on and on. So at any rate, we're under I-70 right now. It's probably echoing. Got some cool artwork going on. On the way back, we got a special treat for you. So hang tight to see what we found on the way up. All right, guys, so this is what we found. All these old cars. I'm gonna take you around to this one and that one. There's one behind this tree. I was pretty surprised they built this big old bridge and went ahead and kept these in, but I think that's awesome. It's just nostalgic. I mean, who knows how these ended up here? You always say if these cars could talk. That tree is growing straight up through the hood of this car. Let me know in the comments what model you think these are. Check out this guy. Tucked in there. We got one black one there. I mean, there's another one. There's two right here. So who knows? Hopefully I don't roly-poly off into the water here, but check this out. There's one more on the bank right here. That's awesome. Friends, I absolutely love this kind of stuff. Man, it's like part of me thinks it should just sit here for the rest of ever. Then the other part of me is like, man, I need like a backhoe or something to grab that stuff out of there. At any rate, guys, I thought you might enjoy that. Let's get back, check out the firewood situation. All right, guys, we've been waiting for this for so long. Got the ribeye steaks. Now we've been running this one. We're doing a kind of a little steak seasoning test. This is the chupacabra, and when this is done, we're gonna try something different. Not because we don't like it, but maybe it's just an unofficial little testing of these different seasonings. So we're getting this ready. We got our firewood. Super stoked about that. It's expensive, guys. We need to go back to getting our own firewood, putting it on the rig some way or another. I don't think you guys saw this because it was short-lived, but we bought a little barbecue grill, and this is what's left of it. It actually caught on fire, which is crazy. We bought it from the Goodwill, and the little part where the green propane bottle goes in, the plastic wouldn't stay. When you clicked it, I had to clip it on there, and then that obviously failed and caught on fire. So we kept this just because we don't want to be cooking on here. So now we have that guy. So I finally smarted up, and I don't think that's word. I don't think smart people say smarted up, but I finally smarted up and actually started the fire under the grate. So that way I don't have to try to move it. So I got the fire going in there. It's doing its thing, and it's gonna start cleaning that grate, getting it nice and hot and really ready for those steaks. Now guys, you might wonder, why do I spend so much time prepping for the fire, you know, splitting and batoning and then doing the feather sticks? It's because you want your best odds. Even if you're at a campsite, I got my camper next to me. I got everything I need, including a fire torch. Now, check that out. Guys, we're not gonna lose today. We're gonna get that fire started one way or the other, but practice makes perfect. Whether it's fire starting, whether it's at your job, your profession, sports, you've heard it since day one. If you don't use your skills, you're gonna lose them. So we're always practicing, because you never know if you'll actually be in that survival situation with nothing but a fire steel. And this is the only thing that's gonna get you out. Now, obviously we would have broken that stuff down a lot more, got it a lot smaller, got a bunch more smalls, but with that little feather stick, you know, this thing got it going. Again, I'm cheating a bit because the rope here, the jute rope or whatever, this stuff is kind of like a lighter. You know, it might not be quite like this torch, but at any rate, we're just practicing to make perfect. At any rate, that's enough talking, guys. It's time to get these steaks on. So let's head over. Oh, it just doesn't get better than this steak. We are really hooked on ribeyes, guys. This is no joke. We got this happening. Wood fire ribeye steak tonight. I'm under strict assignment not to burn the steaks, so I'm just sitting here watching them. Guys, it's just drizzling a little bit, but that's okay by me. This isn't bad. I got my rig right here. This thing is like as shelter as it can be. Check that thing out. They go extreme here. Now guys, something I've noticed about, I'm not kidding, about 8 o'clock last night, we did the rounds, did a little loop. It was lights out city here. I don't know what, this is just a different vibe, and I think this is why we do these videos, to tell you guys what's happening at these state parks. Now, something we've noticed here is that this seems to be a lot of retirees just kicking back, relaxing. And I'm not kicking on that. They're just having a good time, but it's lights out at 8 o'clock. I remember we were down in Georgia, man. There was some game going. Go Dogs. Hit me up in the comments if you go for the Georgia Bulldogs. But guys, there was a game going on or something. I mean, it was rowdy till 11, 12 o'clock at night. Just a whole different story. So if you're looking for peace, some solitude, just some people that are basically following all the rules and just doing a comfortable little camp, come over to the Fruita State Park and you're gonna have a fine time. But there's not a single fire going. I mean, I guess it's raining, but just a different vibe, if you know what I mean. Now those steaks are almost done, but guys, we are about out of wood because we just bought the little $6 bundle. So I was like, let's grab the marshies and do that real quick. Guys, these are chocolate filled. We've had them dry and they're pretty gross. So hopefully when they get hot, they'll be a little bit better. But with that much firewood, we gotta do it now. You know, do it or get off the pot type of thing. So we're gonna roast these up with that steak, guys. I'm telling you, it's ready to come off the grill. All right, I took the other one off and checked it, and it was ready, guys. Here comes this little dude. Uh-oh. All right, we got it. One-handed. We got it. We didn't drop it. Here's that other one. Oh, guys. Jolene did some broccoli while we were doing the steaks. Going back to these guys. No steak for Indy tonight, but he's got some dog food in there. I was told not to talk with my mouth full, so guys, I gotta put this down for a second. we are gonna chow down on this. I can't let this get cold and ruin that. Guys, I'm gonna be sad to let this seasoning go. It is awesome, really good seasoning. If you haven't, rewind back and check out what we're using. There's nothing else to say at this point, guys. We'll catch up with you in a few. Guys, you can count on us to test out all the different little s'mores options out there. Nope. It's not gonna do it. It's not gonna do it for me, guys. You gotta go classic Hershey's chocolate with the traditional marshmallow. So we do have, I have this silly little bag. We got some Jet Puff, just in case these are off. We don't have much fire left. This is gonna have to work for tonight. We'll use those other ones next. Guys, we are almost home. So as I told you earlier, we're over here in Fruita. We have a show to do this weekend, the Fruita Fall Festival, and then we are headed home. We haven't been home since Christmas, so we are super stoked. Guys, we're gonna get some content out when we're home. We're gonna get some footage. We got a bunch of different plans, and then we're hitting the road for Kansas, and of course, the Ozarks. Guys, we're doing the rendezvous in the Ozarks, OVRLND Expo. We can't wait for that. We really hope if you're in the area, you'll consider coming out, seeing our booth, and catching up with us. Guys, wherever you're at, just let us know. Maybe we're gonna be coming through your town and we can meet up for some coffee or something. We'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below. We'd love to see what you think of the videos, what other type of content, overlanding, bushcraft you'd like to see. Let us know below. Until the next one, guys, God bless you. Get up and go on.
Oh, wow.